my children are as numerous as Rakata once were. I called them Twi'lek, Zabrak, Eshka. I loved them all. I can remake you, but I must ask you to free me.
Some of you know about Mega Security Ward 23. Deepest pit in this prison. Together, we have the skills to get inside.
Resealed Darth Ekage in her cell.
I'm going to let her escape, unless you destroy her in cold blood.
Hey, we're getting a holo call here. Someone named Moff Pyron.
My lord, Moff Valian Pyron, I've heard much about you. I thought it was time we spoke. I've been watching this conflict between you and Thanaton. I intend to be on the winning side.
And which side have you deemed that to be?
I don't know yet. However, Thanaton's particular old-fashioned philosophy cannot survive much longer regardless. You lack Imperial connection. But with the proper display of patriotism, you could easily win many of the Moffs to your side.
My loyalty to the Empire is unquestionable. It is my duty to serve.
If only more Sith Lords thought like you. At Thanaton's behest, the Empire recently cut funding on a project called the Silencer. A superweapon capable of disintegrating an entire armada. If an ambitious young Sith were to see the weapon to completion, and then test fire it on a Republic fleet, she would be well regarded.
What's necessary to complete the weapon?
A sensor chip. The CN-12. Incredibly rare and powerful. The chip is only built on Nar Shaddaa. It's illegal in the Republic. In the Empire, it's... well, we don't use it lightly. But I understand your little cult on Nar Shaddaa has moved into electronic weaponry and is now the chief supplier of these chips.
I thought they were a bunch of lunatics who worshipped me. No one ever told me they were productive members of society.
Perhaps it's time to see what your leadership has created. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have this business of the war to attend to.
Everybody front and center.
You didn't mention we had a guest. Who's our large friend?
I never asked. I suggest everyone get acquainted.
Name's Skadge.
Skadge. Okay, interesting. Call me Mako.
This thing begging for a treat?
Skadge. Don't you worry, I've got it committed to memory.
So what's next?
Tormund still has a target for us to deal with.
You've been a busy boy. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if the boy's less close to you than we thought, it really doesn't matter. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for us to meet. If you want a chance to say goodbye, come to Hoth. We won't wait long.
Torian, we've got to save him.
He's not the one they're after.
Well, maybe not, but who knows what they'll do to get your attention.
Hate to say it, but she's got a point.
So what are we gonna do?
I plan to make an example out of these scumbags.
You're finally saying something interesting.
Hey, boss, it's us. We got everything from the lab. Park has found us a safe place where we can figure out our next step. Sending coordinates. Meet you there.
How many Warden droids are still out there?
I told you already.
Tell me again.
Give me the knife. I want to try.
What's going on?
Caught ourselves a guard. Thought we'd have a little fun.
You should have waited for me. I've got a grudge or two against the guards myself.
I don't even know you! Please!
Nice.
You got a bit of a temper. Think he's giving all we're getting, though. Want me to clean up?
Find him and lock him up somewhere. Make sure he can't hear us.
Mom always said to save the crumbs. All right, let's go. Take a look. This is the junk we got from the laboratory. Parkos has been putting things together.
The physical defenses aren't enough. We need to deal with that computer, the Scorpio sanctions.
That thing has caused enough trouble.
I think the sanctions are a program running in the mega security ward that accesses the rest of the prison. It controls the force field, scanners, all that. Your equipment will only do half the job if the program's still running.
My brother didn't have a slicer when he got himself killed. She might be right.
I'm really good, but I can't disable the program. We need to distract it.
Software isn't easily distracted.
I can take control of the upper-level security droids, override their programming. Then, when we get to the mega security ward, bang. I make the droid set off every alarm in the prison. The Scorpio program gets confused. Gives us a few minutes. At least.
Clever little bird.
You and the guys could upload my overrides into the droids while Parkos and I work. Then we can go in.
How do I upload your controls into the droids?
Get close to each droid and use these computer spikes. They'll stop shooting after, not before. When we've got enough set up, I'll give you a call.
Perhaps. Kemval, stick with me, and I'll show you wonders LUCARD never dreamed.
Uns in Andor. Aulas silbanas taimarpaus, aiklas John, launekai in kudaitin.
Yes, thank you, apprentice. This body has some remarkable abilities. I'm beginning to rather enjoy it.
Go away, Zash. Now.
That's not very polite, after all I've done for you. You're nothing without me, and you know it.
Jawais from Bamadaga, I housted them, Nivle lidem.
My lord, I know I'm not officially your apprentice, but I wanted to thank you. I know we've not always seen eye to eye, but I've learned so much from you and your example. I never would have believed a Sith could follow the light, until I met you.
You can't judge a person by what they wear, or the color of their lightsaber.
You're right. The Jedi teachings about the Sith blinded me. I feel more at one with the Force than I've ever felt. I have peace like the Jedi speak of, and freedom like the Sith. So, thank you. If you hadn't become Sith, what did you want to be?
I always wanted to be a starship captain.
I guess you got part of what you wanted. This is a pretty nice ship. I've been thinking about this lately. I was trained to be a Jedi practically from birth. I wonder if it was the right thing. I never really got the chance to choose.
You can do whatever you want now.
I guess I'm still trying to figure out what I want.
My lord, remember I told you about my mentor, Orsilio Gan? He took me under his wing after I discovered the domesticated Rancor tooth. I was polishing the Rancor tooth and placing it among my things when I noticed a medallion he gave me last time we met. I decided to call him, but none of his frequencies work anymore.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
It was before I went to Hoth. We met at a cantina on Nar Shaddaa for a little light archaeological talk. He said he was on his way to MALTICORE 3. That's when he gave me the medallion. It's the last I saw of him.
What was this medallion he gave you?
Oh, it was just a knockoff. He said some Hutt tried to pass it off as the real thing. It was quite canny, though. I just thought he'd had too much to drink. He did love to imbibe.
Does the medallion have anything written on it?
No, just old runes. Most of it nonsense. I'm sure it's nothing. You can't keep an Imperial Reclamation Service man down. I guess I'll keep an ear and an eye out. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
Hey, I got an idea. You ever fly to the middle of nothing, cut the engines, and just drift?
I don't see why not.
You won't regret it. I promise. You ever find it funny how no matter where you are in the galaxy, it always looks like you're at the center of things?
I am at the center of things.
That's right. Sith. I guess it's that normally I start feeling strangled right now. You know, in a relationship. Like I gotta run away. This morning I woke up and thought, I'm out of here. And then I realized I didn't want to go.
You're free to do what you want. Don't worry about me.
Who says this isn't what I want?
Cheney, got a signal from the droids. My override's working, but, there's an auto-maintenance facility. Soon as the droids report in to charge and repair, my overrides will be wiped. Place needs trashing.
You're the tech expert. Disable it remotely.
Can't. Main systems are hardwired into old alien tech. Physical trauma's better. The defenses are pretty thick. Facility might even be building new wardens, but wreck the core machine and it's down.
The wrath ascends.
Darth Ekage will not be joining her brother.
Yes, with Barris's sister silenced, our enemy grows angry. But he has other endeavors that must fail. The key Dark Council member who opposes Barris's attempt to be named Voice of the Emperor is Darth VAUGHN. VAUGHN is spearheading the battle for Corellia, and Barris secretly undermines his efforts. He hopes to orchestrate VAUGHN's failure, or death.
Barris is willing to risk losing Corellia.
His personal goals override the war.
The pendulum swings with Vaughran's weight.
VAUGHN alone holds the defiant council members together. Barris's attempts to weaken his Corellia campaign must be thwarted. The Empire's Armageddon battalion was to be assigned to Corellia, but Barris redirected it to Hoth, where its strength is being wasted. General Greast commands. He must be convinced to abandon Barris's orders and take Armageddon battalion to Corellia.
Tell me about the General. Will he be easy to convince?
I served with General Grease for a time, my lord. As tough as they come, and stubborn.
Resistance cannot be accepted. Armageddon battalion must be reassigned. Do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Great. Back to the deep freeze.
Hoth is a big place, my lord. It could take a long time to find Greased.
Commander Slint is Barris's man there. He'll know where to find Armageddon battalion.
Ah, yes. Excellent thinking, my lord. Of course, Barris is rather tough on underlings. Assuming Slint hasn't been disposed of, he's your best lead.
Time to look up an old friend.
Master, I have exciting news. A trail of corpses, all slain the same as the light-side Sith I found, has led me to the perpetrator. His name is Lord Sentence. He's been secretly hand-chosen by the Dark Council to eradicate any and all Sith who are not pure. He operates with impunity. No one is above his judgment. It makes my mouth water just thinking about such power.
Your abilities would be very helpful to his task.
That's what I was thinking. He's already accused and destroyed so many traitors. It's a mystery to me how he has been so prolific without my special power. But I've reached out to him, and he has granted me an audience.
Don't get any ideas of joining this Sith. You are my apprentice and belong to me.
If you're jealous, don't be. I'll be back in my quarters every night. Or in yours. This is my destiny. The purpose of my power, I know it. Now, I'm meeting him shortly. Leave a light on for me.
You know, I think I'm getting better at this whole fighting thing. Watching you pick targets for all those hours must have been useful after all.
You can learn many things from watching my example.
I'll work on my glaring and tromping around next.
What's on your mind, Brunmark? Slaying defenseless Tals is beneath you. Now you hunt worthy prey. It was your destiny. Without them, you wouldn't serve me now.
mutilating a doll, you have triumphed over primitive technology. But you cannot conceive of the weapons I possess. Things your kind was not permitted to see.
Listen, I'm not here to harm you. I just need information.
Your weakness is not mine. I find no value in negotiation. When you destroyed the core machine, you unleashed my microdroid swarm. Automata like gnats that can drill through flesh. They will infect your associate, and by the time you reach Mega Security Ward 23, you will stand alone.
What do you think?
Nah. Pulse bomb won't do anything against that wall. Leaves us back where we started.
Got control of the droids. They'll set off every alarm on Belsavis, and the Scorpio program won't know where to look.
Rest of us were working out the plan for the break-in. Ready as we're gonna be. But there is one thing.
What is it, Kanjin?
A while back, you made some promises. Said this break-in would make us rich. But we ain't seen no signs. Getting a little tired of taking things on faith.
I can't tell you everything, but your brother knew what he was doing. I know what I'm doing. Don't toss away a fortune.
Yeah, all right.
Now can we get back to work? What's our next step?
Mega Security Ward 23 is in the deep prison. Old underground complex. Say the infrastructure was here way before the Republic. Imperial's got the deep prison guarded. So you want to get inside, you find your own way through.
I've dealt with their kind before. Don't worry about the Empire's blockade.
Once you get to the Mega Security Ward, we'll finish up our tasks and meet up. Walk you through on the comms.
I'm on computers. Tarkos is finalizing the map. Kanjin's turning off Republic monitors.
Equipment's all set. Handle it careful. Call us when you're at the front door. Break-in of the century.
I want all of you focused. Someone slips, we all pay.
We have a good plan. Don't you mess up either.
She means well. Whatever is in that place, we're gonna know real soon.
My lord, you've returned to us.
My lord, the great healer. We'll tell Masters Riley and Destris you're here.
We hope you'll be proud of the work we've done.
Yes, my lord. We practically own the streets.
My lord, good to see you again.
Hope you like what we've done with the place. What can old Riley and Destris do for you?
I'm trying to build a super weapon, and I require your aid. I need a chip called the CN-12.
CN-12, huh? Funny you should mention it. We wanted to build your cult up into something big, see? And we picked the CN-12 to do it.
It's a real crazy technology, and it just happens some of the members worked on an early prototype called the Death Mark.
Let's be done with this. I have a long list of people to kill. Oh, I almost forgot. The Death Mark laser is finally back online. And it's tracking you.
We saw an opening, and there you have it. It was all dandy until a mucker called the Veil got involved. He's blasted our supply chain to pieces, and he controls the CN-12 market now.
Surely he'll be open to negotiations.
He hasn't listened to a word so far. He's not easy to get at. Holes up in Shadow Town. And he made it clear he only wants to meet with the boss. We, didn't think that was really an option.
And here you had me thinking the Veil was smart. He'll die either way.
That's what I like about you, my lord. When you get an idea, you don't mess around. Good luck.
I'm here as requested. Which one of you is the Veil?
I am the Veil.
No, I am the Veil.
No, it is me. I am the Veil.
Actually, none of us are the Veil.
Because all of us are the Veil.
Still, we are all very glad to make your acquaintance, Cult Master.
I have a notorious reputation, especially when people steal from me.
Ah, You speak of the CN-12.
Everyone wants the CN-12.
But few are willing to pay the price.
The streets of Nar Shaddaa only have room for one true voice.
Give us control of your cult, and we will give you the CN-12.
I could just kill you one at a time, until one of you agrees to give me the CN-12.
Hear us out.
The lowlifes that run your cult are brutal enough, but they lack vision.
Why settle for a cult, when you can have an empire?
Our resources extend beyond the CN-12. Armies need weapons, ships need engines.
What does your cult provide you now? Donations? Artifacts?
We offer that and more. Our reach extends across the galaxy.
Simply send a signal from one of these devices, and our servants will come to your aid anywhere in the galaxy, not just on Nar Shaddaa.
Thank you. But I still have the problem of which one of you to kill first.
You wouldn't want to try that.
This room is rigged with a bomb tied to our biometric signatures.
If we die, so do you.
It just seems like a waste.
You killed him.
Don't be foolish. This will get you nowhere.
Give me the CN-12.
If you kill me, you die. Do you really want to risk that?
You don't really want to die like this, do you?
No, wait! Don't do this. You can have the CN-12. Here, take the CN-12. Just leave me alone, please.
You never should have challenged me.
No, please.
My lord, how did the meeting with the Veil go?
I got what I wanted. No thanks to you.
Sorry we couldn't be more help. I'm just amazed you got a meeting in the first place. Stick around as long as you like. The members are happy to have you here.
Stay as long as you like, my lord. We are always happy to have you among us.
My lord, you're very efficient. I promised you my respect and support, but you have also gained my admiration. I trust you've heard the bad news. Darth Thanaton's superior on the Dark Council died mysteriously. Darth Thanaton has succeeded him.
Then when I kill him, I will be a Dark Council member.
Only if the Dark Council doesn't catch you. Isn't that how it works? I admire your determination, but I don't know how the other Moffs will feel about opposing one of the galaxy's 12 most powerful Sith. Now, more than ever, the silencer must be completed, and you must take the credit. The Moffs must see the true future of the Sith Empire.
What's your investment in this again?
If it weren't for Sith tradition, we would have crushed the Republic when we had the chance. Thanaton is old blood. I will contact you when the weapon is ready for demonstration. Good luck, my lord.
My lord, the Belsavis machine. It's made you better, but it wasn't enough to drive the voices from your head, was it?
I can't take much more of this, truth be told.
Zash is indisposed at the moment, but we still have the writings of Darth Vilus. We should go to Voss. Your body is cured, but Master Ryan always said a Jedi's mind must be whole. It's the same for a Sith. You can't face Thanaton until you can control the dead you've bound.
Patay kuiban ist, ni fragais fraujan, kupainana. Ay kagay werbapa fraujins ala pataik galakai in alama.
If she can put visions in your mind, can't you see what she's thinking?
Daga ay wisandans ni namans for isis bi jandans amin. Ungasayv nona jape sitlos fraudnos jus jape raika jape.
Let me talk to her. Perhaps I can learn something.
Wair paba, Fraujins in alama patay galakai, in alama amainai.
I thought he'd never relent. He's been unusually stubborn lately. I can barely get a word in edgewise.
He thinks you're plotting against him.
He's no fool, I'll give him credit for that. It's clear the two of us can't share this body for much longer. One of us must win, and I don't intend to lose. But I need your help.
You're not jumping into my body again, forget it.
No, you're too powerful now. Too well known. This way it would be too obvious. I believe I can replicate Tulakhold's ritual without the help of the artifact. It won't be an exact copy, and whoever gets cast out will die. When the time comes, I'll need you to convince Kemval to go quietly.
And why exactly should I help you, and not him?
Because I can offer you knowledge and power. Kemval is just a grunt.
Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao. In pamalhap fralet forte fuima, alizos kaskaf tais.
My lord, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to read you this letter I received. I've been writing to my parents. I haven't seen them since I was little. Dear Ashara, we're glad to hear you're happy and well. We're very proud that you've become a Jedi. Asha is nearly 16 and plans to join Republic Special Forces. Love, Mom and Dad. I haven't gotten around to telling them that I'm working with a Sith. I'm not sure they'd understand.
You're not going to ask me to meet them, are you?
No. I was just curious about them. I don't really remember them. I don't think we'll start spending holidays together or anything.
My lord, I've solved it. I've figured it out. I don't understand how I could have missed it. The outer layer of the medallion responds to heat. It melted away and revealed this. It's a heat-resistant casing, with a data chip inside.
Applying heat to an object like that? You could have destroyed it.
Unofficial motto of the Imperial Reclamation Service. When all else fails, try a blowtorch. Actually, that would be disastrous. I did a chemical sampling first. I suspected the medallion was not uniform all the way through. I was right.
Why would your mentor bother sending you secret messages?
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical, not remotely scary explanation. I just haven't thought of it yet. The chip said he was looking for the tomb of Via Santinus. He said he was going to MALTICORE 3, but everyone knows the tomb is on Alderaan. I believe Orsilio Gan went to Alderaan. I'm going to find him.
I see you've returned from meeting Lord Sendance. How was it?
Interesting, to say the least. Within moments, I realized he was killing any Sith he pleased, all in the name of hunting traitors. Very few of his victims were valid targets, and he was very excited that my special power would unequivocally validate his work. Said that we could literally reorganize the entire power structure of the Empire. To entice me, he suggested we start by pointing the finger at you.
A very opportunistic man. Were it not directed at me, I would approve.
Well, his opportunities have dried up a bit. The man wanted me to abuse my gifts, and betray the one person in the galaxy I respect and owe my life to. It took everything I had, but it was the most satisfying kill of my young life.
I applaud you, Jacer. Relish this moment.
Oh, I do, Master. But there's even more. The Dark Council's emissary, a man named Kalliku, was there too. He's the one holding Lord Sendance's leash on this assignment. He offered me Sendance's mandate. As I sensed light-leaning Sith, I'd report them to him. And when possible, I'd be sent to eradicate.
Your dream come true, and a deserved distinction, Jacer.
I will make you proud. I promise. And don't think I'll forget that it's you who has made this possible. My devotion will never flutter. Thank you.
Got a few leads on the old Black Ops team. Republic won't let the Bastion go easy. It'll take all of us to claim it. Best to start with Lieutenant Tenido. Weapons man. Could turn a hyperdrive into a gun turret if he wanted. Lets it all go to his head, of course. Can't open his mouth except to brag about Black Ops and our wins.
What purpose will he serve in the Bastion assault?
Only way inside the Bastion is the gate. Supposedly impenetrable. Tenido swore he could break through. Took a while to track Tenido down, but he's stationed on Hoth. Finally got a clear comm signal today. You're welcome to listen in. After a few months defrosting blasters, Tenido's probably in rare form.
And then he had me forcibly removed from the armory over a few flash grenades. Weapons master indeed.
And after you calibrated all the assault rifles for him too. Shame about those cadets, though.
Yes, that was unfortunate. But how was I to know those rifles were for training? They really should use slaves. Anyhow, that's how I ended up on Hoth, scraping ice from blaster barrels and reheating ammunition. Pathetic.
On Korriban, we use certain officers for target practice.
Then again, Hoth has its charms. The ice crystals form some marvelous patterns.
Maybe you should start tinkering again. Get that weapon you built for the Bastion out of storage.
You know very well that weapon's finished. It's waiting for the assault that will never happen.
The Lieutenant volunteered your entire team.
We've got clearance from General Racton. The Bastion's ours for the taking.
Then it's fallen into place. The Bastion, after all these years. I'll get back to base and start making arrangements. When I have the weapon, I'll contact you.
Tenido doesn't like to waste time. He'll have that weapon quick as a Minox wings. Just in time, too. Let the man idle any longer, and he might do some real damage.
I look forward to seeing Tenido unleashed.
Should be a show. Like to see the size of his head after this one. Tenido's weapons will help, but we'll need more than firepower for this one. Assault this big takes reinforcements, too. Get back to you about those.
My lord, I've been dealing with a situation that's getting out of hand. Moff Broysk contacted the ship and was incensed to find me at the helm. He's been sending recorded messages that are progressively more nonsensical. He's always been scattered and aggressive, but now he seems completely unhinged.
He hates you, Quinn, and now he finds that you're flourishing again.
It plagues me if I am the reason he's become unbalanced. Tens of thousands of soldiers and some of our most critical campaigns are at the mercy of his commands.
The man is a liability.
I find myself agreeing with you.
Your digs ain't much to look at. At least it's roomy. What do you do for fun in this dump?
You're here to work. How you occupy your off time is your own problem.
Gonna be your problem real soon. On the inside, I got bored. Somebody got stabbed. Gonna keep me busy.
You break it, you buy it. Understand?
Yeah, whatever.
I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
Cut the garbage. I want an explanation.
I can give you that much, but I don't like raising my voice. Keep walking.
Ambush, run!
You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you've got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Let him go before you do something you can't take back.
You should really take your own advice. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
You're gonna get it now. Sorry we're late.
Well, this is embarrassing. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
Bet they wish they hadn't caught me now.
Loser's bet.
Hey, one of these creeps is still alive and kicking.
How? This should have been total overkill. Buddy, I'll show you overkill.
It was just a job. The Overseer says kill, I kill. You know how it is. I don't get a say. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
You're begging the wrong person. Your call.
Torian, he's not worth it.
You went too far. Finished?
Grab your gear and get a move on. Mako, get back and pull together some data for our next target.
Got it. Be careful, you two.
Did you have any luck finding your mentor?
No, my lord. I'm afraid the trip was all for nothing. Orsilio Gam was already gone, and nobody could tell me where. He was definitely in the tomb of Via Santinus. His workmanship was all over the site. But he left no clue that I could find.
I'm sorry you couldn't find him.
Don't you worry. I've not given up hope. Detective work such as this isn't much different from archaeology, after all. It's all about observation and deduction, and Orsilio Gam taught me well. Oh, I almost forgot. I found this in the tomb of Via Santinus. I thought you might find it handy.
I'm not sure what this is supposed to be.
Via Santinus was a meticulous record keeper. These are the genealogies of all the great Sith Lords of his day. Look, here is your ancestor, Lord KALLIG. Bloodlines are very important in the Empire, my lord. Not to mention the historical value.
Glad to see you both made it back okay.
Welcome back, kid.
Siki pensi le kota kapota kinano na pizza?
Thanks. Be back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called VOS. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about VOS's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
You got crummy taste and company. Had enough with that skinny broad and the little twerp trying to walk tall. And I don't get how that squeaking thing in the bellyaching dandy ain't become target practice yet. How'd a hard case like you get tangled up with such a bunch of dainties?
It'd be a mistake to underestimate any of my crew.
Yeah? I ain't buying it. None of your tag-alongs would have lasted 2 minutes with any of my crowd.
So you've said. Was there something else?
You want to run with losers? Ain't my problem.
Never thanked you. Not making a big deal over me taking off. Good to see my brothers are still alive. Cordan owes me 50 credits.
Never leave a debt, Torian.
He's good for it. Been meaning to ask something. Mandalore tell you the race Ulnare when you were adopted into his clan?
Is that something I should know?
You could say that. Race Ulnare means 6 actions. The core of Mandalorian life. Speaking the language is a big one. I could teach you, if you're up for it.
I probably ought to know what my people were saying about me.
Have to find some time later, then. Been working on a new shot. Something I picked up watching you. Want to check it out?
Let's see it.
Think it'd be best to try it in a real firefight. Let's get to work. Sooner we're moving, the sooner you can see me in action. Ever eaten Mandalorian food? At your adoption, maybe?
I've been meaning to track some down.
Been craving it since I left. Food here's a little bland, no offense. Thought I'd put something together next chance I got. Interested?
I won't turn down a hot meal.
Let you know next time I'm headed to the galley.
So, what do you know about Hilo Viz?
I've heard the name. She was some big-time spacer, wasn't she?
You could put it that way if you're partial to understatement. She broke the Mandalorian blockade at the Hydian Way. You know, the one that strangled Coruscant and dashed a full-scale Jedi assault. And it wasn't out of the goodness of her heart, either. Credits were involved. A lot of them.
She's single?
I heard that.
No, she's dead. According to the rumors, anyway. Most think the Hutts were behind Hilo's disappearance, but anyone who knew her could tell you they'd have better odds winning a marathon. No, she's still out there.
Why the sudden interest in a long-lost spacer?
Hilo was my old partner. More than that. That blockade run was the last thing we ever did together. Like I said, a lot of credits were involved. When I saw the opportunity, I took off and left Hilo holding the bag. Stupid.
You double-crossed your own girlfriend?
Technically, she wasn't my girlfriend when I double-crossed her. I was young and naive and maybe a little afraid of commitment. I didn't know what I lost until it was gone. Listen, I found out that an old associate from that blockade run is still around and kicking, a mutual acquaintance. I owe Hilo one last visit. If he knows where she's been laying low all this time, I've got to track him down.
Go ahead, Blizz.
Chika Hooper! Yuna Liska Chanagawa, Chi, Kaspina Kontinka. Tahusula, Kihe Shatong, Kuka Duima Bana.
I appreciate the gesture.
Gomjen Babi Yasa Rubaxi Batiaroko? Chesko Yaskia Chananga, Bumpa, Kom Chinka. Usano Pachonki, Fa, Gutagioto, India.
I could help out.
Nagulagi, Wantumpa, Mulira Wata Wampa. Tuntazuza Nerko, Hikataloya, Okata Uzazul.
Just try not to get your hopes up, all right?
Iknabanga! Chaponko Mangisa, Chapod I Kafuanchawa.
Got a few minutes? Maybe you could give me a few pointers on my pistol technique.
Guns and my favorite girl? Sign me up.
You're so cute when you're thinking about shooting stuff. Because actually, I just wanted to show off. I've got a new shot, and I can't wait for you to see it. In fact, I'm sort of looking forward to seeing it in action myself. So what do you think?
Ought to try it out on a real target, I think.
Couldn't have suggested better myself. I just wanted to say thanks for the coral thing. You didn't have to do all that.
I might this once. Accept payment and kisses.
You can't go around saying stuff like that. We've got a business contract here. Stay professional. It's not about what I feel. We've got to work.
Guess we'll have to stop working together.
Okay, so all the stuff I said before, that whole not mixing work and whatever, I've officially changed my mind.